stay in your lane. Yeah, we get a little homie, you been getting some brain. Rapping about how you smoking weed like a chain, but I gotta be the one to throw the industry shade. Told you I've been fed up, get your bread up, you don't drop shit. Dropping so much fire, 2018, it's obnoxious. Put me on the 16, watch the numbers rise. Just went from the bubble to the top.
You are now tuned in to the Dads Who Live podcast. You have your host, Tyler Gaeta.
Co-host Jonathan Baumgartner.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Please give us a like, share, 5-star review if you get anything good out of this. Have a new perspective change, get a laugh, get a smile, think about something differently. If we added any value to your life, please give us a like, share, 5-star review. We don't run any fucking ads. We don't want to run any ads. We want to grow this thing organically, and that's how we do it. We need your help to grow this thing organically. It feels good to be back. It's been a minute. Life's been busy. Things have been busy. We've been trying to wrap up our landscape work season, pool season. It's been crazy as fuck. So apologize to everybody for not getting in here as often as I'd like. We're going to try to shoot these more frequently moving forward. But life happens, man. It is what it is. So,
right.
But we're coming in here for free. We want to add value. That's what we want to do. We are on all platforms. We have badass apparel, shit like that, hats, shirts, hoodies. Actually, all of our old stock apparel is 50% off right now. You can catch all that. What's the code, Just? Save 50?
50 off.
50 off is the code for that, and that's all on our website, www.dadswholiftofficial.com. We have brand new apparel getting ready to roll out. This is one of the shirts, Winner Circle. John's wearing full reps only. I have one of the new hats on as well. We got some badass gear coming out. That will be a badass launch here shortly, so you can check that out also. We're on Instagram as Dads Who Lift Apparel. We're on Facebook as Dads Who Lift Podcast. And then we have a Facebook group of 52,000 like-minded dads that are just trying to be their best selves and stay fit at the same time. If that interests you, you can check that out at Dads Who Lift Official on Facebook. And again, that's a group. So to get into this topic, what is it today? It's December 14th today when we shoot this thing. It'll be a couple days later when we drop it. But right now we're getting into the year end, right? And everybody's doing their year end shit where it's like New Year's resolutions. And it's, what am I going to do to start the year? What am I going to do to start the year? What's my New Year's resolution going to be? What's my New Year's resolution going to be? And most of the problem with this is that most people will set a New Year's resolution. They'll set a New Year's goal, which is it's okay. It's good to want to get better. I'm always going to applaud wanting to get better and grow. But the fucking problem is that resolutions don't work. Lifestyles work. Lifestyle changes work. Right. Resolutions don't work. That's why 90% of the people that start a New Year's resolution fail the first 1, 2, 3 weeks into it because they're not committed. It's not a lifestyle change. They see it as a temporary thing. If you want to grow and change and elevate and you want something to change in your life, if you like ultimately what that is saying, a New Year's resolution is what that is saying ultimately is I want something different for my life down the road. I'm fat. I don't want to be fat anymore. I want to be fit down the road. I want to lose weight. Or I don't want to be a smoker down the road, right? My quality of life would be better skinny. My quality of life would be better fit. My quality of life down the road would be better not smoking. I want to make more money, right? So my quality of life would be better down the road if I make more money. These are not temporary things, man. You can't just do these things for a week or two and call it good. And even the mindset of looking at this stuff as temporary is not going to cut it. Temporary things don't last. If your mindset in your own mind is this is temporary, I'll just do this for a little bit, and then I'll be done with it. It's my New Year's resolution. It's never going to last. So it's a mindset change. It's a lifestyle change. And the way to look at it is to change that for the rest of your life. And another thing I'll say about it too, I mean, some people do also do New Year's resolutions and look at it as a long-term goal. But the point is that if you're sitting there waiting to start your resolution January 1st, and it's now December 14th, and we still have almost 3 full weeks of December left, how committed are you? How committed are you? Let's not fucking bullshit each other. Oh, it's the holidays. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's that. You can come up with as many excuses as you want. But if you're waiting 3 weeks to start this, is that really a lifestyle change? Is that really something that you want to change? Is that really a daily choice that you want to make in your life to change your life and elevate your life and grow and live a new lifestyle, which is what a fucking lifestyle change is? Lifestyle change is daily growth. So we have daily choices every day that we make. We have daily habits every day that we form. And those habits are formed on the choices that we make. The longer we make the same type of choices or the same choice for a period of time, then it becomes a habit. It becomes easier. So why not start now? Why wait 3 weeks and start January 1st? Start that shit now. Today's a new day. Today's a new day. Your life can change now. Your life can be what it needs to be now. The power is yours. You're not a fucking victim. You have all the power in the world to change your life. You are the creator of your life. Now the big guy's still up there in charge, don't get me wrong, and sometimes they'll smack you down.
Right. Your plans are...
Yeah, but I'm just saying, for the choices on what I want in my life, I believe that God wants me to have the things that I want. God wants me to be happy. That's what part of manifestation is to me, right? It's putting out what I want and then getting opportunities to receive, right? But I still have to go after there and get it. I still have to do it myself.
God gave you the choice of free will, blessing and a curse. A lot of people struggle with that choice. And I like what you said. A resolution, the idea I like. I don't like that you should wait till the end of the year and then make a big hoorah about it and then think that just because it sounds good, or you need to lose 20 pounds, or you need to maybe take some classes to get better at something or gain a skill, why we wait for so long to do it, I don't know. Maybe it gives people that time to prepare, plan, or prep. But why on January 1 is there the big resolution? And resolutions don't stick. The idea of that resolution, if it's losing weight or whatever, you have to really change your mindset, because you could accomplish losing 20 pounds. But if you didn't change your mindset around how you accomplish that, you're going to gain that weight back. And you're going to be asking yourself next year,
change.
What's my resolution? Oh, it's the same as last year. I'm going to lose 20 pounds again. So you're in this reoccurring cycle. I just ask yourself, how many times have you had the same resolution? I want to lose weight. It's typical, probably 2, 3, or 4 different things that you're always trying to have a resolution for, but you keep ending up coming back to it every year. Oh, I'm gonna lose that weight this year. This year's that year. I'm going to lose that weight.
I'm going to finally do it.
Nothing's really changed inside of your mindset and your thinking. You need to change the way you think of, how did I lose that weight? That's what I want to stick with. This year, I'm going to have a healthy lifestyle. This year, I'm going to learn 2 new skills, and I'm going to apply them in my life. So it's much more than just the big hoorah of, I want to lose 20 pounds. It's changing your mindset. And it's much greater than just having a resolution with yourself. So I definitely agree with that. And then at the year, kind of like an accountant, like for a business, you do an analysis, right? You kind of do a year-end review, and we've talked about this before, but that's when I like to, kind of think of what's not my resolution, but where did I struggle this year that I should improve next year and maybe put more focus on? That's what my resolutions have become, is where did I struggle this year? This year I felt like I improved tremendously as a father, in my patience and relationships, even the struggles I went through for prior years. There's a couple of areas that when I really evaluate and I'm real with myself, I'm like, fuck, I dropped the ball here this year. So this year, it's not my resolution. This year, my focus will be, hey, I need to improve a little bit better in this area of my life. And it's not just a 2-3 week hoorah. It's how can I
these are daily evaluations. Daily evaluations, because you're trying to grow daily.
Right.
This whole New Year's one time a year deal is bullshit. The whole point is that you grow every fucking day.
You don't cross
elevate
the finish
every
line
fucking day
and have that skill just infinitely forever and beyond. If you don't hone in on that skill, keep it active and bettering that skill, you're going to lose it. It's going to become outdated and faded away. So every year,
let's get real and spit some fucking truth too. Like, the reason that you want to change, the reason that you have a New Year's resolution, the reason that you want to change something about you or the way that you live your life is because it fucking sucks to live that way. You don't feel good.
Fact.
You don't like it. That's why you want to change it. If you liked it, if it was good for you, if it was healthy, you wouldn't want to fucking change it, right? So why delay that? Why put that off 3-4 weeks down the road? Why not start now? Every day is a new chance. I said this in a video I posted the other day, but if you woke up this morning and you opened your fucking eyes and you took a breath and you got another life, another chance at life, another day to breathe, another day to live, another day to experience this crazy fucking thing that we're all in, right? Then you're not done. You still have a purpose. You still have a place. You still have something to offer. I truly believe that. When our purpose is done, that's when our lifespan ends. When we're not done, we're still here. We have something to give. We have something to offer. We're not here to just take. We're here to give. And actually, in giving, that's when we receive the most. And giving is where you receive your happiness. So it's not a once a year deal. What I'm saying on this lifestyle deal is what I'm trying to get through people's minds is this growth mindset thing, this elevation thing, this winning thing is a fucking lifestyle. It's something that you do every day. It's not something you do once a year, just like John said. It's not something you focus on once a year. It's not something you say, all right, I just want to change this one thing this year and I'll be good. Every fucking day you have to have the skill to evaluate yourself. Look at yourself. You're not going to win in every fucking area. It's impossible. I don't win in every area every single day. But every day when I'm laying in bed, I can evaluate my day and I can say, okay, this is the life I want to have. This is where I want to be. This is the life I want to live. This is the person that I want to be. This is the person who I am. This is the person that I see that I am. Did I live that today? Because talk is fucking cheap.
Right.
Did my actions align with that today? Do my actions align with what I want to be and who I say I am and who I think I am, who I feel I am, who I want to be, and the lifestyle that I want to live? And if they didn't, what areas can I do better on tomorrow? What things can I do better on tomorrow? I didn't wake up at 5 a.m. this morning. Actually, this morning I did. But just for instance, I didn't wake up at 5 a.m. this morning, so I headed to the gym after work. Then my son was pissed off because I spent less time with him in the evening than I should have because I took an hour and a half to go to the gym out of his time. That was a lose. Fuck. What can I do to be a better father? What can I do to make my son feel more important? What can I do to be there for my kid? I can get my fucking lazy ass up at 5 a.m. tomorrow morning, even though it fucking sucks and I fucking hate it. And I get my lazy ass to the fucking gym, and I get it done. That way, when he's done with Huntington Learning Center at 5:30, I spend from 5:30 to 9, which is his bedtime, with fucking him. Solely him, giving him the love and attention that he deserves as a child. That's what I'm saying. This is something that you evaluate daily. It's not something that you just do once a year, right? So I hate this shit. When you do it once a year and your mindset is once a year, I'm going to do this. Even if you say I'm going to do it for the entire year, even if it's not a short-term deal and you say, okay, this is my New Year's resolution. I'm going to not drink pop for the entire year. I'm going to not smoke cigarettes for the entire year. Anything's better than nothing. But if you want to win and be the elite, you want to live the life that nobody else has, you want to be the best version of yourself possible, you want to go to bed every night and say, man, I fucking put it all out there. I left nothing on the table. I did everything that I could today to be the baddest motherfucker I could be. That's not the shit. That's not it. That's not good enough. It's not. Every day, evaluate your life. Every day, take inventory. Every day, pat yourself on the back for the wins. Come up with a plan for the losses. To elevate, grow, move forward, and be better the next day. That's what it's about.
And a news flash, the whole being growth-minded, it's not built on resolutions or motivation. It's every day. It's doing it when you don't want to do it. It's doing it when it sucks.
It's a fucking habit, dude, because every day you're never going to be motivated every day.
Right.
Motivation does not work that way.
Right.
It doesn't last that way.
Don't
There's days
build
you're going
it
to be
on it.
depressed. There's days you're going to be sad. There's days that are going to suck. There's days that you got to fight through it. But when you build that habit to do that and elevate every day and grow every day and take inventory every day, after a month or so of doing it, it's pattern. If you go to bed at night without doing that, you feel off. You feel fucking weird, right? The habit is what gets you through it. The discipline is what gets you through it, not the motivation. Motivation is what is the word I'm looking for? Doesn't fucking stick around. I can't think of the word. Flighting. It doesn't stay.
It's hype. It's all it is. It's
Yeah.
hype. It's just hype. Year recap. I like that, and the daily evaluation. Again, it's not a resolution for me when I reevaluate. Next year, I have goals. My resolution is more aligned with my goals.
Yeah,
if I'm
what's the
being
biggest
honest.
thing that you learned this year?
Ooh, this year. Oh, man, if I had to dial everything in, it was a real humbling year for me. It was a year for me to listen and to really evaluate where I'm at as a man with everything that I've come through to continue moving to the next page. So for me, it was a listening year of being patient and really understanding myself on a whole nother level. Why do I think certain thoughts? Why do I feel and react to certain stimuli and triggers? And what are my triggers? And how do I, next year, it will be focusing on how do I navigate my triggers more effectively. Less, they're not losses, right? Less situations where I caused pain or hurt upon myself for my own, negligence. So for me, yeah, it was listening and learning to myself. And again, that's all along that journey of being growth-minded, going inside, getting comfortable with that person inside, that voice inside of you. Make it, your best friend again. I mean, this year was discovering that there is a voice inside of me, that I'm not just my thoughts. I'm not just this physical being of habits that were created over years of not being aware that I can change all that. So for me, yeah, listening and getting comfortable with that, and even the whole growth-minded thing, there was a point where I was tired. I hit that point, I'm like, fuck, this never ends. It doesn't end.
Right.
There's no break.
Right.
There is no pause. And it took me a while to realize, like, fuck, I have to get up. It's discipline at that point. It's
hard when you're a single father
solely
too.
Discipline.
But you're not single anymore. But
no, thankfully, I got a
that
great
life where you're a father. And for the single fathers out there, I'm not single anymore either. But for fucking 10 years, I was.
Right.
On
the father note, I watched a video today. I can't remember. I think it was Dame Dash was just saying something about grinding and hustling and educating himself and becoming better in his craft as a father and as an entrepreneur. And he calling out, I can't remember who he was talking to in his podcast, but he's like, we have a different mindset. I'm out here learning these things, becoming, self-employed, self-sufficient, becoming a better dad. And I'm teaching my kid all this. And he was like, look at my kid. My kid's 23, owns a restaurant. He's an owner. He has equity. He's not, this is what I'm hustling for, because I want to teach my son these skills that, I'm just now learning and trying to apply in my life. So that video to me was like, I'm a dad. Hell yeah. That's part of why I'm out here grinding, learning this stuff day in, day out. That's part of why I can't stop and I got to get up even when I'm like, man, I want to break. I'm tired. This never ends. The road never ends. And guess what? He's never going to stop watching me. That's what I told myself.
They
He's
watch
never going to
good
stop.
or bad,
He's
no matter what.
He's not going to stop watching me.
Him.
And he needs to see the bad too. He needs to see me struggle and how I can battle from that struggle to conquer and overcome. He needs to see all those things. So for me, it was a good year, man. It really was, of self-discovery, learning myself, how to navigate. I used to be a hothead. I used to not have no control of my emotion. I used to have no patience. I used to not know how to be in a relationship. Even with myself, I didn't know how to be in a relationship and love being alone or love myself the way that I do now. So, yeah, for me, 2021 was a year of loving myself, listening to myself, and 2022 is going to be great. I'm excited. I really am. It's going to be a good year.
Every year you're living is great, man.
Fact. Every year is great. Every year has been good.
I love that. Man, for me, it's been a lot this year. Holy shit. I took a lot of chances this year. I took a lot of risk. I took some L's. I took some W's. I've really been trying to stay on the, fiscally responsible, but very fucking on the edge of, how do I say it? I don't want to be scared of risk. Not really on the edge of like, I'm going to lose things, but I don't want to be scared of risk. I don't want to be held back by fear. That's more like it. So like I shot in a podcast a while back, when I sold the first house that I owned to buy this state that I'm in now. And I didn't think I could afford 2 houses. And I could have made it happen. Looking back now, I definitely could have made it happen, but it was a fear, scarcity mindset, not believing in myself. I can't do this. Man, I'm so lucky to even be able to afford the estate I'm moving into. And it's a huge regret of mine, because I would have made an amazing rental house, which is my goal. That's what I'm into now. I've got Airbnbs, and that's what I'm working towards now. But it could have been a start how long ago was that? 6 years ago, 5-6 years ago, however long it was. And the house has also gained a fuckload in equity, like $100,000 in equity in those years. So not only, and I didn't know shit on it. So not only could I have paid it off by renting it, but it would have been worth another $100,000. Either way, the point of what I'm saying is I don't want to live in fear. I'm at a point to where we're still young. I truly believe in myself, and I truly want to believe in myself. And I do believe in myself. But I'm at a point to where I truly feel like even if I lost everything now, I could rebuild and be okay and get it all back. And with that mindset, without being scared about that, I'm able to do things that normally I wouldn't. And it's put me in some uncomfortable situations. And it's put me in areas where I've been stretched a little thin, and I haven't, not thin as far as like paying bills, but thin as far as like, not being able to blow money like I used to, or be able to do these leisurely things like I used to, or be able to buy this or buy that, and having to actually think about what I'm spending my money on, which is a good thing. But not living in that fear, being able to grow and being growth-minded, not only mentally but fiscally and towards my goals physically as well, is really what I've focused on this year the most. And putting myself in uncomfortable situations to grow, because when you are uncomfortable, that's when the most growth is going to happen. Growth is not comfortable. Growth is uncomfortable, right? When we're uncomfortable, we're usually growing. And the things that I don't want to do are usually the things that I need to do, right? That usually is what gets me ahead the farthest. And like I've said before in a podcast too, I think a couple podcasts, all the coaches that I have right now, Andy Versella and Milet, they all say right now in this COVID era and this time that we live in right now is the time to go. When everybody else is pushing on the brakes, when everybody else is pumping the brakes because they're scared, they're unsure, they don't know what's going to happen, this is the time that you move forward and press the gas and go as hard as you can. This is the time to be a little bit risky, because it's going to set you 10 times ahead, right? When everybody else is hitting the brakes and you're pushing on the fucking gas, that's when you go ahead. That's when millionaires are made. That's where you blast past everybody. And that's what I'm trying to do right now. I'd rather be a little bit uncomfortable, but be where I want to be 5 years sooner down the road. Or even just get to where I want to be.
Right.
You know? Just even make that a fucking reality. The other thing too, in that I've really been focusing on is just being uncomfortable being comfortable. Nobody likes being uncomfortable. Like that whole saying is even tough to comprehend for a lot of people. Become uncomfortable being comfortable. But it's the truth, man. And I think like through the lifestyle that I've lived and raising my son by myself and being a single dad and building my companies through being a single dad for 10 years, I've really got great at that and really mastered that, because I lived in fucking anxiety. I lived in scarcity for so long. I lived in survival mode, really is what it is. Like I lived in, I have to do this. I don't have a fucking choice. Like no one else is going to hold my hand. No one else is going to pick me up. No one else is going to wipe my kid's ass. No one else is going to pay our bills. No one else is going to grow my businesses. No one else is going to give me the life that I want to live. I don't have anybody else to fall back on. I had to do it. And in living in that survival mode for so long, I really did become comfortable being uncomfortable. And that's when I'm at my best, is high pressure situations. It's funny, I actually I'm still in high pressure situations most of the time, but you know, we're in between seasons. Winter season, everything's a little bit slower for us, or it's starting to become a little bit slower for us. I have a little bit more time. I'm not single anymore. You know, my girlfriend's moved in with us, which alleviates some pressure from me. And I've actually found myself like being more comfortable than I really ever have. And I don't like it. Like I don't really know how to handle it or what to do with it, because I feel like when I'm in that comfortable place, I'm not as fucking motivated. I'm not as hungry. I'm not as after it. I don't grind as hard. So I've actually been trying to find like how do it's a good thing that I'm comfortable for these things that I've been manifesting, these things that I've wanted that are finally here. Like it's a blessing. Thank God. You know, this is fucking amazing. This is what I want. You know, I want a full family for my son. I want these things. But how do I keep my fucking business drive and stay hungry, and even just life and personal drive and stay hungry when I'm more comfortable in my family life? Because I never really had that. I think that's what really drove me and pushed me the hardest. Is it was like, all right, well, fuck it. If I don't have this family that I really want and truly desire, I'm just going to be the richest motherfucker I can be. You know, I'm just going to be the baddest motherfucker I can be in every area. You know, once you finally have something that you've been wanting, it kind of closes that circle. It's like, all right, where do I find my drive and motivation from now? You know, so I've really been working on that. One other thing that I want to get into, and fuck, dude, I've shot 2 fucking videos on this goddamn topic, and I'm not going to fucking, so on Instagram, if you shoot a video and you want to boost it, it can only be a minute or less. That's not long enough. Like you can get like, you think a minute's a long time, try talking for just a minute or less. Like you get like 2 words in, you know? Like it's not enough to get a full fucking concept out. And so I shot these videos. They were both about 4 minutes long. I shot a few of them on this topic, and none of them would fucking upload. Like I tried multiple times. I tried different Wi-Fis. I even went to fucking our podcast manager's fucking house because he's got stupid fast internet, and tried uploading it there. It still didn't work. Anyways, so I'm going to get into it here. But I think one of the biggest things that we have to watch if you truly want to elevate your life, and that's what the whole fucking year-end deal is about. That's what the whole fucking New Year's resolution thing is about, right? I don't like something about my life. I don't like something about myself. The shit doesn't feel good. I want to be better. It's all about elevating. It's all about changing. It's all about wanting to feel good. It's all about wanting to live a better life. It's all about wanting to want more for yourself, which is great. The concept of wanting more is great. The concept of wanting to elevate is great. And I think one of the biggest fucking things to elevating your life is watching what we input into our bodies. There's so many different facets of this, but everybody's very conscious of what we input into our bodies, food-wise and physical-wise. Medicine, food, vitamins, nutrients, shit like that, right? Like even the fat fucking slobs that are, eat fucking Burger King all day long, still know and are conscious what the fuck they're putting in their body because they feel it. That doesn't feel good. You eat Burger King all day long, you feel like shit. It doesn't feel good. And so we're very conscious about what we do physically, right? Because it's easy to see. It's easy to see it physically. If I eat over my caloric expenditure in a day for an extended period of time, if I eat more than I burn calorie-wise for an extended period of time, I'm probably going to gain weight, right? Especially if it's shitty food. I'm definitely going to gain weight. If I eat less than I expend calorically on a daily basis, given multiple days in a row, I'm going to lose weight, right? If I eat a balanced diet with a fuckload of protein, I'm probably going to gain some muscle, If I eat a certain food, I may have an allergic reaction. If I eat a certain food, I may break out in, zits or whatever it is. It's easy to see this shit physically, so people are more in tune with that. What people are not in tune with, and this is the biggest fucking part, food has a lot to do with it too, don't get me wrong. Nutrients has a lot to do with it too, but that's only a portion. We're mind, body, soul. That's what we're made of. Mind, body, soul. So physical is body. What are we putting into our mind? What are we putting into our soul? What kind of energy are we ingesting? What kind of information are we ingesting? What kind of thoughts are we ingesting? Even our own thoughts. What kind of thoughts are we believing? What kind of people are we keeping around us? What kind of people are in our circle? Do you keep positive people around you? Do you ingest positivity in your life? Do you stay in gratitude? Do you keep negative people around you? Do you ingest negativity into your life? This shit matters. The way that I stay so growth-minded and I continue to evolve is because I'm very conscious of what I put into my body all the way around. I don't watch the fucking news because I feel like it's all bullshit and it's all negativity. It's all for fucking ratings. I don't watch that shit. If I want to look something up and know the facts, I'll search it myself. If I hear of something and I want to know what's going on in the world, I'll search it myself. There's other platforms out there where you can get facts that are not actually derived for a point that someone's trying to make for ratings, right? So I'm conscious about what I ingest news-wise. I'm conscious about what I read. I read books that elevate me. I read books that help me grow, that keep me growth-minded. I read books that broaden my perspective, make me look at things differently in the world. I read books that make me smarter, right, that I can learn from. I can learn from people's experiences. I'm mentored by people that I look up to. I'm mentored by people that have things that I want to have. And I listen to podcasts that do the same things. So I'm very cognizant about what I put into my life, about what I put into my mind, what I ingest into my body and my soul. Soul to me is more about energy, and it's more about the people that you keep around. So if I surround myself with growth-minded, like-minded people that want to live the life that I want to live, that have something that I don't have, first of all, I keep my circle fucking small. But even out of my circle, my small circle, there's probably 5 really close, good friends that I talk to on a weekly basis. And every single one of those guys has something that I want. They don't all have everything that I want. Nobody's perfect, but they all have something that I want. This guy might be an amazing father. This guy might have a shitload of rental properties. This guy might have a fuckload of money. This guy might be an amazing husband. This guy might have a fucking great family. This guy might have a six-pack or be physically fit as fuck. Whatever it is, everybody that I surround myself with is all growth-minded, and they all have something that I want in my life. And that elevates me. That helps me continue to grow, that helps me continue to move forward, that helps me push harder. I see one of my good buddies do something. I'm like, fuck, I want to do that. I can do that too. How can I get that? It makes me a better person. It pushes me forward. It helps me elevate. If you surround yourself with people that are not like-minded, you're going to go backwards, not forward. I have this analogy. It's kind of a far out there analogy, but I was thinking about this the other day, and I said it in my video too. But you take one fucking millionaire, and you surround him by 5 crackheads for a year. All he gets to see, deal with, talk to, text, call, hang out with is just 5 crackheads. That's it. I guarantee you that millionaire is going to end up fucking trying crack by the end of the year. Guarantee it. Now you take one crackhead and surround him by 5 hungry, successful, driven millionaires, and that's all he gets to see, talk to, hang out with, whatever, for an entire year. I'm not going to say that crackhead is going to turn into a millionaire in a year because shit don't happen like that. But I guarantee you his life elevates. I guarantee you he's not a crackhead anymore. Do your friends have the same morals and values that you do? Do your friends have the same or better morals and values than you do? Because the fucking point is to grow, is to elevate, is to get better. You want people to move you forward. If your friends have the same morals and values that you do or better, which they should probably be a little bit better in some areas if you want to grow and elevate, your morals and values are going to get stronger. That's the whole point. If your friends have weak morals and values, less morals and values than you do, your morals and values through time are gonna weaken. Right? That's not the life I want to live. That's not the person that I want to be. I want to elevate every fucking day. That's the whole point. So that's been the biggest thing for me. And fuck the fucking haters. People are going to hate no matter what. People are going to say something no matter what. You buy a fucking Bugatti that's fucking blue, and some people are going to say, oh, I should have bought purple. Like, it doesn't fucking matter what anybody else thinks. Live your life for you. I'd rather have no fucking friends, which it doesn't work out like this, because once you start living your true self, the right people come along anyways, and everybody aligns. But I would rather have no friends than fucking people that are fake friends.
Fact.
You know, I'd rather be so fucking good and in love with myself and moving forward and in my fucking true purpose and my value and not even give a fuck. And the beautiful thing is when you're in that and you live that fucking life, the people that are supposed to be in your life, the people that align with you and your fucking energy and your vibration are going to come into your life regardless. And it's so much better. Be your authentic true self. Fuck what anybody else has to say. Fuck the haters. It doesn't fucking matter. Live your purpose. If it feels good to you, it feels right to you, that's what you want to do with your life, do it.
I think we need to start challenging them. And so I'm going to challenge anyone who watches this. If you're going to do a resolution, which we already talked about, shouldn't do it. But if you're going to do one, mind, body, soul, I'm 100% in alignment with you. I know for a fact, and even over this last year, like I just got done saying, I discovered a whole person and relationship with myself over the last year, within searching my soul and learning and elevating my mind. And so my challenge to anyone who watches this, if you pick a resolution, pick it in a different area than you normally would. Don't do the typical try to get your body back in shape. Maybe you need to get your mind in shape. That way you can actually take better control of your body and therefore help your body get in shape. So if your resolution has been centered around doing something that's in the soul, like I'm gonna go to church more this year. I'm going to pray harder this year. Cool, great. Maybe don't lose that, but maybe make a resolution in your body, because getting physically fit can make you more confident, can make you, feel better about yourself, which in turn may help.
What I'm hearing you say is get to the deeper root over physical.
Fact.
So if you have a physical New Year's resolution, like, man, I hate being overweight, I hate being fat, instead of just saying, okay, I'm going to diet and lose weight, go deeper than that. Say, why do I have a weight problem? Why can I not eat a balanced, healthy diet? Why do I overeat? Am I sad? Am I depressed? Do I not love myself?
Yep.
Because those are all factors of why we overeat. So go into the mind, go into the soul, look deeper and say, okay, I have a fucking weight problem. No matter what diet I try, I can't stop overeating. What can I fix mentally? How do I love myself better and become a best friend to myself so that I don't feel this way? I feel good about me and I can diet. I know that I'm a beast. I know that I can do this shit. How do I fix this from the core issue up, not from the fucking top going
Surface
down.
level now.
Yeah.
Yep. 100%. Exactly. Yep.
100%. So what I will say is I just challenge you to start now. Instead of looking for a New Year's resolution, instead of doing a one-time, once-a-year evaluation, even if you plan to do it for the entire fucking year, why waste these 3 weeks sitting here now? 2 weeks, whatever it's going to be, 2.5 weeks you have now. Get a head start on everybody else and take a look at it differently, man. If you truly want to elevate your life, if you truly want to evolve, if you truly want to have what others don't have, you have to do what others don't do. Okay? That's the fact. And what successful, driven motherfuckers do is they evaluate themselves on a daily fucking basis. It's not a once a year resolution deal. It's an everyday, how do I become a better human being? Every day, how do I be the best version of myself? That's where the key is. That's where everything lies. And the whole fucking point to this is just to be happy, right? We want to change things because we're not happy about something. When I live to my true self, even when I'm comfortable being uncomfortable, which means that I'm under stress, everything that I do, I don't like to do. Like some of the shit that I do, I don't want to do, right? Like, oh, fuck, I don't want to do all this shit. I just want to lay on the couch and chill. I just want to go lay in bed and take a nap. But I got this, and this to get done. That's becoming comfortable being uncomfortable, because when I push through and get that shit done, even though it's shit that I didn't want to do, but it is shit that propels me towards the life I want to live and propels me towards my goals, I get a sense of fucking accomplishment, a feeling of accomplishment, a feeling of winning from that feels fucking good. And that feels better than being uncomfortable. That's where the becoming comfortable, being uncomfortable comes from. And when you can do that shit every day and win every fucking day and evaluate where you were and try to adapt and change every day, they don't even have to be big changes, just tiny little changes. Hey man, I made that one step yesterday that led me a little bit off path. I'm going to try to step the other way tomorrow, to become a better fucking person. And we take L's every day. We take W's every day. I don't believe in failure. If you can take a look at it and change it to become better and move forward, it's not a fail, it's a fucking win. This has been the Dads Who Live podcast. Thanks for tuning in. Please give us a like, share, 5-star review. We do this shit for free, guys. We don't run any ads. We want to grow this organically. We need your help to do that. So if we added any value to you, please give us a like, share, 5-star review. We have our apparel. Again, it's 50 off. 50 off is the discount for all the existing apparel on www.dadswholiftofficial.com. We do have new lineup dropping soon. It's going to be fucking fire. We are on IG as Dads Who Lift Apparel. We're on Facebook, Dads Who Live Podcast. We also have a Facebook group, 52,000 plus like-minded dads trying to be the best selves and stay fit at the same time. If that's something that interests you, check that out. It's a group on Facebook called Dads Who Lift Official. Take it every day, guys. Elevate your life daily. Peace.
They told me that like when I get cocky, ain't it funny how they think they can stop me? Try to be me, but I'm so sorry you not me. Try to be me.